Hey guys, Chester Westford here. So, the third episode of Star Wars The ACOLYTE has arrived, and I'm sorry for the late review again. I wish I could get these out right away, but Disney Plus chooses the absolute worst days for my schedule for me to review these shows, and I have a day job. I don't do this for a living, unfortunately. Maybe someday. But yeah, so episode 3, titled Destiny. Yeah, so if you saw my review last week, you know I really enjoyed the premiere. Gotta be honest though, I'm kinda middling on this one. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it either. It was fine. It was a serviceable enough episode. It was, the kind of a necessary exposition episode. But I didn't find any of the characters or the actors particularly interesting, I'm sorry to say. I feel like, no, they gotta show what happened all those years ago with the sisters and the four Jedi and the Coven. And gotta be honest, it was too much what I was expecting. I was expecting there to be some kind of twist, but so far it's just what they said. If this is all there is, it's kind of disappointing. I feel like they built it up to be this terrible thing the Jedi did all those years ago, but they really didn't have anything to do with it, except for, I guess, accidentally instigating May. It appears to actually be her fault. She started the fire. Unless there's more to come. We don't see the witches die, and it's not explained exactly how the fire killed them. I mean, they have that shot of them all on the ground. And you're gonna tell me a coven of force-wielding witches succumbed to smoke inhalation? Because they weren't burned up or anything. They died of smoke inhalation, I guess. And the more I think about it, the more I think, yeah, there's got to be more to this. There's got to be more that come. Did the Jedi end up killing them out of self-defense? Or maybe they thought they were and there was a misunderstanding? Or if not, and they really did die of smoke inhalation or something? I'm sorry, that's kind of lame and kind of a bit of a stretch, but I guess it serves the purpose of the story. But other than that, yeah, it makes sense. The girls having been created from some kind of force magic. Some people are going to hate that. To me, it's a bit weird. I'm not overly fond of it, but it isn't new to Star Wars either. That's considering that's how Anakin was created as well, apparently. I was never fond of that idea either. Don't know why, it just seemed like a bit of a stretch, and I believe it was explained better in Legends that Palpatine and Plagueis were responsible for it, but I wish it could be expanded upon more in canon how that happened, because right now it's just this random thing where Anakin was born from the Force or something like that. I don't know. Either way, it's weird in both shows. Yeah, there are a few positives about this episode, however. I like the design of the forest in the beginning. Very enchanted, when Osha is sitting by the tree and there's that strange butterfly thing. And then May comes in. I guess she was always kind of darker. Does make me wonder even more if there's some kind of, Osha is the light side and May is the dark side. I have a feeling there's more to be revealed about their connection to each other and the Force. Other things, the Kelnaka costume is amazing. This is the first, we got a tiny look at him at the end of the last episode, but this is the first, episode he was actually more a part of, and I think the costume is amazing. I do really like it, and I think the performance is really good. And the idea of a Wookiee Jedi is just, in live action, I know we've had them in animation, we've had them in books, but correct me if I'm wrong, this is the first time we've had them in live action, and it's gonna be cool, I think. I mean, it already is cool. Yeah, I also liked how Mother Anastasia was, well, I don't particularly like the Jedi Osha, but if you want to be one, you go right ahead if you feel that's what you need to do. I feel like a lot of shows and movies, it's like the parental figure is like, no, you can't do that. And the kid's like, oh, but I want to, and I'm going to defy you anyway. And then somehow that's a happy ending, and whereas in real life, most of the time, if the kids defy their parents, it's like, yeah, you were right, Mom. Should have known better. Yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of refreshing to have that, I guess that conflict with the sister instead of the mother, or mother figure, or whatever she was. But yeah, the necessary exposition episode is fine, I guess, just kind of boring. I felt like it would have been a better episode had it not been as long. It really didn't feel like it needed the 44 minutes, but I don't know. What did you guys think?